There's a cutie in the cabinet.
Hey, that cutie looks like you. They say 8 out of 10 people who eat noodles are more likely to find their dream partner at the grocery store. I just made that up, but what I'm not making up is how delicious Drunken Noodles are. Tossed in a very spicy and delicious anchovy sauce, mixed with the freshest herbs. Oh, basil, my favorite. Now you got me thinking about pizza. Does it get you drunk? Does it cure a hangover? We're gonna find out. So let's make it the El-Cook way. Come on, what are you doing? Why are you just standing there? You know what? I got you. Come here. You can't have a good stir fry without a good sauce. Luckily, this one is really easy and only has 3 ingredients in it. For your sauce, you're going to be adding oyster sauce into a bowl about this size that I'm using. Then you're going to add some dark soy sauce. We're not going to add any salt to this recipe because the saltiness is going to be coming from the soy sauce. Next, add in some white or brown sugar, depending on which one you prefer. I like the white sugar since it doesn't alter the flavor too much. And boom, you just made the sauce. Now set this aside. Preparing all of your ingredients beforehand will make your life so much easier. Peel 2 cloves of garlic and finely chop it. Don't worry if it's not too perfect. If it looks something like this, then you should be perfectly fine. Now this is what makes Drunken Noodles Drunken Noodles. Thai chilies give the dish its signature heat, but don't be fooled. These monsters are to not be underestimated. These are both the exact same pepper, but this one on my right is going to be a little less spicy because it's on the right, and this guy will murder my taste buds. Just keep that in mind when working with these because these will pack a punch and will make your booty whole. Burn. De-seed and chop them up similar to the garlic. Next up is the beautiful and delicious yellow onions. If you peel it and cut it in half, it makes the peeling process way easier. Slice your oniony boys into slices. I like them pretty thick, but then again, I'm the same person who can probably eat a whole onion by themselves. I see you judging. Don't do that. Don't do that. More onions coming through. Green onions are delicious no matter how you cut them. So that's why we're going to be using the whole thing. Slice them about 2 inches long to give our stir fry a little bit of texture. As for the wilted tips, you can go ahead and throw those out. I don't know why I throw them like I'm not the one picking them up. Come on. Drop a like for your boy El-Cook on the floor, okay? By the way, do you call it green onion or do you call it scallion? Let me know in the comments. You can use chicken breast, but I'm going to be using chicken thighs just because it has a way better texture and it has a little bit more fat, so it's perfect for this. Clean up the chicken just so that it looks a little more appealing and slice it up into cubes. Here's my thumb next to it so you have a better understanding of what size it should be. To make this dish smell like the most handsome person you've ever met in your life, we're going to be using Thai basil. Regular basil should work just fine. It does taste pretty similar, but if you want that authentic Thai flavor, then go ahead and do the Thai basil. Keep in mind that for this recipe, we're going to be using rice noodles that are pre-cooked, so have that ready at the time of stir frying. Try going for the thickest variety so you can find because the sauce ends up adhering to it a lot better. Pad Thai noodles should work just fine. Actually, those will work the best. Now that everything is set up, we can begin to cook and stop teasing that belly of yours. Turn up that fire all the way up to medium high until the pan gets really hot. Now add in some stir frying oil. I used avocado, but you can use peanut oil or canola. Onions always go before the garlic. I don't care what anyone says. Take your time and get some color all over that onion boy. The more color we have, the more flavor there is. It's a good rule of thumb. Add in the chilies and the garlic until they just start to have some color on it. You don't want to go past it and burn them. Oh, and make sure to open the window because those chilies, sheesh, the smoke will have you coughing like you a smoker. Chicken then goes in, as well as some fish sauce. You probably won't find fish sauce at a normal supermarket, so try finding it at the Asian ones. A dash will do, boo-boo, and then the scallions. Cook this until the chicken is ready and everything begins to have a nice color on it. Add in those cooked rice noodles along with your sauce that you made earlier and toss it until every single noodle is covered. I don't want to see one noodle missed, alright? You got that? Alright. Kill the heat and then add the basil. The remaining heat from the pan should be enough to wilt the basil without completely destroying it. Now that almost looks as good as you, are you kidding me? Serve it up in your fanciest bowl and then put every part of that stir fry in it. Don't be shy. Put some extra in there, alright? I ain't judging. Be generous, alright? Hold up. Let me pull up a chair real quick before I take a bite out of this, aka destroy it. How you doing? You doing good? You thirsty? Hold on. Kind of like you and me are having a little date. Is this a moment? You know what? I consider it a moment. All right, let's taste these noodles. In total, it took me about 30 minutes to make them. And everything was pretty much from scratch, obviously, except the noodles. Those are pre-made, but you know, you're not gonna always make everything from scratch, but we got some chicken in there, some basil, and some of that sauce. Let's see. This is a one-man date. Get your own bowl. I find it so crazy. I said to you earlier, those Thai chilies, I only put 2, just 2 in that whole pan that I had made. It's still giving like a nice kick to it. Like I'm almost gonna get hiccups. It's that spicy. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? That's how small I cut it. 2 of them. I'm gonna feel that later. And that's still putting in work. The sweetness is nice. It's not too sweet. The basil's probably, I told you. The basil's probably my favorite part. It gives a nice herbiness to it. I know a lot of Thai dishes love basil. Oh man, it's my new addiction. Drunken Noodles don't have any alcohol in it, obviously. And it doesn't get you drunk, but it does say that it cures a hangover. I don't drink, so it doesn't even matter for me. Or they did say that when you eat it, it's known that you eat or drink a lot of beer with it. Whatever the case is, this thing is beyond delicious. 1 out of 10, how was it?
That was a solid 9.5.
9.5, you know? Can't get any better than that. What would make it a 10?
Maybe some bok choy.
Bok choy. I love bok choy. If you made it to the end of this video, comment bok choy. I'll know the wheat from the chaff. I'll know the cooks from the fake ones, all right? Leave me that comment, yo. I almost choked on my last bite. I almost died. Big ol' head. Oh, what the?